So this is high school cheer coaching experience, and oh, hello, Coach.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm blessed and strong. Give thanks for life.
Yes,
How are you?
absolutely.
How's the weekend treating you?
Honestly, it's really good. We had three games today and they went really good.
Okay.
We won. The girls cheered
Oh,
amazing,
good.
of course. So yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is cheer coaching experience where you can find all details about stumbling. I mean, stunt everything you need to know about cheer coaching experience. And I have with me Coach Destiny Rutherford, and
Yes.
I'll give a chance for her to introduce herself to the viewers. Coach, kindly introduce yourself, please.
Absolutely. I am Coach Des or Destiny. Um, I have been cheering, well, I've cheered in the little league, junior league, high school, up until 10th grade. And then I picked up coaching for Marietta at first for their middle school
Mhm.
program. And then I transitioned over to Peeblebrook where I coach with Coach Day.
Good. So, Coach, today's topic, I know I've always sent you the topic and you've gone through. I'm quite sure you have knowledge about what I'm about to ask you. And whatever you say also benefits my viewers and my followers as well, because there are more people listening to you from Africa. Precisely, I'm from Ghana, West Africa, and I have
Okay.
people, yes, our next neighbor, Nigeria, Togo, Burkina Faso, they are all watching live. So, Coach, let's dive into the issue.
Okay.
Why did you choose cheer coach? Why? There are a lot of games around in America, but why this one?
Huh. Honestly, because I have a passion for it. It's easy to coach something you have a passion for. And it's just like it comes second nature to me. I naturally already have like a leadership, you know, traits. So, coaching itself is like very like of course it has its pros and cons and of course it's still a learning experience.
Okay,
But it does come very natural and just being that cheering is a passion for me, I would never hesitate to coach cheer.
good. How many years have you been a cheer coach?
Um, four.
4 years in the same school?
No, 2 years at Marietta and then it will be 2 years here at Pebblebrook.
What were
Or
your
two.
challenges? Sorry,
Huh?
sorry. Complete your sentence.
No, you're fine. I was just saying that it'll be because I came to Pebblebrook at the and we were already in basketball season last year. So came here in the middle of the season and then I've just been here ever since.
Okay.
I love it.
All right. I was asking earlier on that what are some of your challenges as a cheer coach or becoming a cheer coach?
Um some challenges that I would say that I think that I mean, just being a coach in general, would definitely be communication. So
Okay.
I am very much known as, if you look on my page, like you will see, like I'm known as like the more strict coach.
I'll
Um,
come to that. I know because I saw something like that. I was going to say your videos.
so just like being able to communicate and also like feedback. Like I tell my girls all the time, like tell me if there's a way I communicate something, a way that I do something, like tell me, give me feedback so that I can correct that because at the end of the day, there's always room to grow. And I'm still earlier in my coaching years. So I always am open to feedback. So I would say communication will be a barrier. I think that sometimes with cheerleaders and parents, because when you're trying out cheerleaders, honestly, you're trying out parents too. And building that relationship and things as such is very important because that's a solid foundation for the girls. So, um, yeah, I think like that would be like the biggest thing, the biggest challenge, I think, for me personally.
All right. And still, I know, and you did overcome it too. That's a good job.
Absolutely. And still, like I said, it's always room for growth. Like it's still days that my girls would be like, Coach Des, that was too much. And I'm like, okay, you're right, my bad. Like so it's like it's always room for growth, but definitely, like definitely.
Mm. So my next question is, how do you balance skill development with fun and enjoyment guidelines in your team?
So pretty much it's so funny. It's so funny because that's like, yeah. Okay. So pretty much my like I like to solidify the foundation, which is
Hmm.
the your skill, your technique. So making
That
sure
is
that okay, we got that down pack. Okay, cool. Now we're working on little things like projection, we're working on facials, we're working on energy. Being
hmm
able to build on those things early on, but also still being able to implement things like the team bondings in between, or also like sometimes I'll set up like little mini competitions in our practices, and just to like make it fun but also like making sure that we're still focusing on what we need to work on, just because I don't like it to always be like dun 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 dun. Like I want it to be enjoyable too, because yes, I'm very very particular on how a skill or technique looks, but I also want them to be able to look back on cheer, especially in middle school, and say, "Hey, like that, those were some of the best years ever." So,
good. I can tell with your demeanor. I can tell you are very interesting coach. Your team or your members will love to be with you. But the way you talk is very lovely and disciplined. I can tell. I'll come to that.
thank you.
Yeah. What are your team goals?
Team goals. Um, Team goals would be, of course, like number one, skill development. So, whatever, if a cheerleader came in not knowing what a high V is, my goal is by the time the end of the season comes, not only do they know what all of their emotions is, but they probably got a tumble or some a tumble pass or something like that. Like
Hmm.
just working on, or sometimes I'll have some of my girls, you know, they're a little shy and things. So trying to work on breaking the ice and such. Um and then being able to see them coming out that shell by the end of the season is like so amazing. So definitely that, and the bondings, like the bonds are like very important to me. The relationships are very important to me because a lot of the times, like, especially if they're coming in as sixth graders, they're not like knowing each other. They don't really know who is who and things as such. So, creating those relationships, like, because I always tell them like we're a family at the end of the day. Y'all are cheer sisters. So that is definitely another goal for me that I put out there for the girls and myself, just as a whole. And then one more goal would probably be it would probably it will be more of myself, like coaches development. So just like basically looking outside of like where did I start? You know what I'm saying, in the beginning of the season, and how it ended, and how to see how it affected the girls and the team in a positive way. That is another goal of mine that I always set for myself at the beginning of the season.
That's good. Coach, I like that. Um, what I want to ask is that you just talk about it, which is the competition.
Mhm.
How have you been to any competition, and how many competitions have you been?
So yes, we did do competition this year, which is exciting because we didn't do it last year. However, we did have to conclude the season a little bit early because it was just we didn't want to have too many injuries on the team. Like some of our girls were starting to get hurt a little bit more than we would like, and so just like on a safety call, we did go ahead and conclude the season early. Definitely
Mhm.
looking forward to picking that back up
Right?
next season, but we competed twice. And that was good. It was a good experience for the girls. I think that the first competition for them, again, because it was some of their first time ever competing.
Yeah.
So for it was good for them to see like the vibes of what kind of environment it is,
Hmm.
because it's not like you're I like I was telling them, it's not like you're at a a game and all the eyes are on the basketball players or the football players. It's like
Yeah.
all eyes on cheerleaders at that point.
Yes.
You got stands full of people cheering you on. You got other, cheerleading teams and things as such. And competition is just like it's just a really good experience that I like. I'm actually glad that they were able to experience. But yeah, the second competition, you can really tell like they were like, okay, we got this. And they really did a really good job. Like they were so on point. I'm so proud
Well,
of them. So
well, cool. Then follow up question which would be how do you prepare your team towards a competition, a tough one, and how, like I said, how many awards have you received? I know you just mentioned that, but how do you prepare your team towards a competition, which is a very tough one?
so so that's probably when they see the more stricter side of me because it's a little bit more pressure there. We're having to prepare. We're actually like we practice 2 times more than we normally would if it was just like sideline or anything like that. So preparation looks like one, increasing the amount of days that we practice.
Right.
Also increasing the amount of time that we practice. So what was interesting for me this season, that I had to kind of adjust was that whenever we would have like the shorter practices, they were
Mm-hmm.
like it would tire them out more. But when we extended the practice, it seemed like it was more effective because they were able to like, okay, let's take a woosah for a second. Okay, let's get back in it. Okay, let's sit down and talk about everything that just went wrong or everything that we need to fix and things as such. Or let's talk about what improved from the last run. So increasing in those things, a lot of conditioning, a lot of laps. I'm sure that they could tell you. It's definitely tougher. Um, it's a tougher practice and
Mm-hmm.
preparation versus when they're just prepping for a game.
Okay. I know that was a tough one. I know you and your team, and it's good. You have to keep your team on. Get the A game. The A game is the H.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
Good. Coach, what makes a cheer team successful, and what does or how do you term as a good culture? I will say, what are your team culture?
Um,
It's two
I would,
questions.
yes. So what would make a team successful? Um, to me, I think that making a team successful is being able to sit together at the beginning of the season and coming up with those individualized goals, but also the team goals, and being able to say, this is, we're going to do A, B, and C to get here. And being able to work our way up. And at the end of the season, we see that we've met all of those goals. That is a successful team to me. I also think that, again, I'm really big on bonding. So seeing that, even now, like, even at the games today, like just seeing all of the cheerleaders interact with each other, the parents interacting with the cheerleaders, the coach, like everybody just interacting
You're
and things
happy.
as such, that made me happy. Like I was looking around like, wow, look at this. Like this is great. So to
Okay.
me that's like successful outside of like of course skills and form and things as such. Of course, like that would be the coach's dream, of course.
Mm.
But outside of that, yes, goals for sure, making sure you're setting them, team and individual, making sure we're discussing and following up at that, following up on those things as well. And then seeing the results is beautiful.
Positive. Okay, coach. My next question is going to be, how do you handle a team member who is struggling and always repeating mistakes in the team?
So I always like to go through the verbal, the gesture, like showing them, as well. But I like to do a lot of pause. What questions do we have? And then it also just depends on who the athlete is at the time because some girls I can stop in the middle of a rep and I could say, "Hey, what was that? What happened there?" and that be okay and it's fixed. But some athletes I cannot do that way. I may have to pull them to the side, or I may have to have one of my captains do a one-on-one with them, or I may have to do the one-on-one with them, depending on what it is, and then following up behind that. Um, but I do like to do a lot of like one-on-ones with my girls who do struggle, maybe with specific things, but after it is a repeated mistake and it's like it's clearly no effort there, you're gonna condition, and then we're gonna see how it's looking after. And 9 times out of 10, it looks great after.
Good. How many are you do you have in a team? And how many
Twenty
female?
five.
45. Good. And
Mm-hmm.
how do you handle dispute among them?
I'm sorry.
How do you handle dispute or conflict among them if there's any misunderstanding?
um Honestly, I like to, whenever there is something brought to my attention, I like to speak with everyone that's involved individually first. I like to get everybody's perspective on whatever the situation is first before we collide everyone together. And that is easier for me to give more one-on-one with
Mm-hmm.
each of those athletes, and then being able to come together and say, hey, y'all, look. And also letting them talk amongst each other once they've been able to. I'm sorry, I'm laughing at the
Yeah.
background.
Yeah, no, if you just join this chair coaching experience, and this is the trending program ever, and I have with me Coach Destani Rutherford from
Yes.
Peeblebrook Junior Falcon, located in Milton, Georgia, and
Mm-hmm.
she has given a very nice, tangible topics and ideas. So please, if you just join, stay with me, and you can still follow High School TV USA on Instagram. Coach, continue.
Um, I honestly forgot what I was saying. Hold on.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was just talking about how you correct mistakes in your team.
Oh yeah.
Conflicts.
Yeah, just bring in, after having those individual conversations, bring them together, being able to have them talk amongst each other respectfully and coming up
Mhm.
with a solution. Because I'm all about solutions. Like, it's no point of dragging something out. How we gonna fix it? That's what I'm really big on that. So.
Even there's no point if you are a coach of a thousand of team, and there's a conflict, and you cannot find a solution to that. That means you're not a coach. As you're a coach, you are also a mother to them.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, that's why
that makes
I
it.
always say, like, I always tell people that come and ask me, like, how is coaching is wonderful. Don't get me wrong, I love it. But you also are signing up to be, like, it's a mentorship at the end of the day. Like, you're carrying on these girls. Like, I tell them all the time, I say, y'all really my kids. Like, I don't know, like, literally, like, you are signing up for that, and we see each other more than I probably see my family. So we're together, especially during competition season. Like, we're
Mhm.
together 4 or 5 days a week.
That's a lot. But of course, Nemi, I know you have a lot on your mind to say, but I know the show is just for 30 minutes, but I still have a lot of questions to ask you.
Hmm.
And how do you ensure proper techniques is being taken or taught during stunts and tumbling?
So we do drills for one. So different drills to be able to touch on specific things within a skill. So whether that's something like with the arms or the legs, or we're working on height. So breaking up those things, being able to use our equipment that we have,
Mm-hmm.
to improve the small things to be able to get to a backhand spring or a tuck or anything like that. So really, really big on drills. Of course, like Coach Day and I are gonna always be there in the beginning to like heavy spotting, and then we slowly like fade out our spotting, just depending on how quickly they're picking up on that skill.
Okay. And what are the team academic goals, and how do you help athletes meet them?
You said, what are their goals?
What are the team academic goals,
Oh.
and how do you help your athletes to meet them?
So they can't get anything below a C.
Okay.
But me personally, if I see a C, they know I'm like, hey, that needs to get picked up. But however, they are not able to, like, if they are failing, they are won't like they will have to sit out at the games. They basically won't be able to cheer until they pick up their grades, and that's following up. So for me, like if I have a cheerleader failing, okay, you bringing your homework to practice, so
Mhm.
you can know you're getting that done. You don't need to practice these cheers if you ain't studying. That's for me. And I always tell them first, you're a student first, and then you're an athlete. So definitely, like if I was to have a girl on the team failing, yes, you will be bringing your homework to practice. You will be sitting on sideline with me at the games, and we will be checking every week to see if that grade is improving or not.
That is good.
And if it's not, that's possible dismissal from the team.
Wow. Hello, viewers. This is Chair Coaching Experience, and the coach, Destiny, has really explained a lot, and I think she has more to say. Coach, follow up. How does the team get involved with community service or school events?
So a lot of the times for school events specifically, a lot of the time the school reaches out to us.
Mm-hmm.
So we basically we'll get like we'll receive an email or something like that, and then we'll practice for like pep rallies or maybe it's a parade or anything like that. So that's how we are kind of able to do the school event thing. Community service, we haven't been able to do that as much as we like to this season. But that is something that we will look forward to next season for sure.
Okay. Beautiful, coach. You know, I still have one more question. Let me ask you: what are the important or most important safety measures during practice and performance?
I think honestly just being committed and the effort. I think when you have those two things, the dedication and you have the effort, the ability or the willingness to want, to want to get out there and do it. Um, Once you have those two combinations, nothing can stop you. It's nothing to teach a skill. We could teach a skill, like we could teach ABCs, but it's gonna take you wanting it, you wanting to do that. And I tell my girls all the time, if you don't want it, then what are we doing?
Right, right. Coach, I'm so happy for you coming on my show, and I'd love to have you on my show because I know you got a lot to say, and I'd love to hear from you more. Yes, and before I let you go, I'd like you to give us or tell us how can people reach you, your social media handle, also your final advice to those who want to become a good cheerleader and those who want to become a good coach. What are your final words? And also your last sweet message. I know Christmas is coming. You like to send a message to those who want to enjoy Christmas. So tell them.
Okay.
Okay, okay,
So,
okay. Now coach is ready now. Listen to her.
my advice to
Coach,
someone wanting.
coach, I think before you answer this question,
Okay.
I asked one question. How disciplined are you? I watched one of your video. You were so strict on one of your members. Blah blah blah. How strict are you? Tell me.
I'm Yeah, like honestly, like I am known as the strict coach. Like I do try to balance it. I do. I really do try to balance it and be
Okay.
fun and things. But I'm very strict. I'm not gonna lie. I am strict. Like me and the other coach, people say we always have a good balance because she's like the more nicer one, I guess, and I'm like the more stricter, mean coach.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Best of the same feather flock together, right?
Yes. That's why we're a great duo. That's why I'm like, it's a great balance. But
All
I
right.
am pretty strict. I'm not gonna lie. Like I definitely have a fun side of me. We can TikTok it up, we can take pictures, we can dance, we can sing, all that goof around. But when it's time to get to business, it's time to get to business.
All right. Cool. So now your advice, your social media handle, your name again, and where the school is located.
Okay, so my advice for a cheerleader, if you want to become a cheerleader, All it takes is dedication and effort. Your skill can be taught. Listen to your coach. I promise you, they will not tell you wrong. Please, please, please. Just dedication and effort. That's all it takes. And the skill can be taught to you. For coaches, I say enjoy the experience. I say learn from it. Just remember you can always, there's always room for growth. And always be open to your cheerleaders. Be open to your team feedback. Always.
Okay,
And
listen.
my huh?
Sorry. No, go
No,
ahead.
you told me to say my last final words.
Yeah, yes, your final words and your social media handle where people can reach you.
Oh yes, you can reach me at Cheer Coach Des. If you have any questions about anything or just interested in something, please just reach out in my DMs and I will definitely reach back out to you. Cheer Coach Des is where I am though. That's where all my videos are on TikTok too. So go ahead and follow me.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So this is Coach Destani Rutherford from
Yes.
Peeblebrook Junior Falcon, located in Mableton, Georgia, and she has given a very, very important message. And if you go back and watch the videos, you listen. All she said
Thank you.
is much, much important. But don't go away. I have the next coach with me. It's from the same school. So stay with me. In 6:30, we will start the next show. So, coach, I'm so happy to have you.
Thank
Have
you
a
for
nice
having
weekend.
me. You too.
Bye
Happy
bye.
holidays.
On High School TV USA.